Peach ice cream was the first ice cream I ever made as a kid, and I can tell you it was disappointing because peach ice cream is actually hard to make. Most peach ice cream is, in fact, the pits, which is why Morgan's here. She's going to show us a peach ice cream that actually tastes like peaches. How about that?
Yeah, so peach ice cream is one of those things that definitely sounds amazing in theory,
yes.
But peaches are packed with water, which is the enemy of ice cream.
True.
Like water turns into ice crystals,
sure.
So you aren't as prone to getting a nice, smooth, creamy ice cream. So I really wanted a peach ice cream that packed in the peach flavor, and you do have to treat the peaches with a little care. So I have 1.5 pounds of peaches total. I'm gonna peel this one and cut it up. It's a very good sign when my cutting board's this juicy. You do want to use really nice, ripe peaches. You can actually even do this with frozen peaches if you want. As flavorful as your peaches is going to play into how flavorful your ice cream is.
And it looks like you can use either clingstone or freestone. That doesn't matter because you're going to cut it up.
Exactly. You're going for about 1/2-inch pieces just because we want to macerate these and I want a lot of surface area, but you don't have to be super careful. And then to this, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar. And just a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice. It's just gonna give a nice little tang to enhance those peaches.
Gorgeous.
And a pinch of salt, not too much salt. And I'm gonna toss this. I'm gonna let the peaches macerate for about an hour or an hour and a half. I'll know they're ready when they've released about a 1/2 cup of liquid. Okay, so the peaches have transformed in that last hour. You can see how much liquid's in here now. And this is packed with flavor, so we don't want to get rid of it. But if I just churn this into ice cream as is, we'd have a little bit of an icy mess. We want the creamiest peach ice cream we can have. So I am just going to strain out as much of this as I can. Again, it's all about controlling the moisture. We're incorporating peaches a lot of different ways in this ice cream, and this is one of them. I'm looking for about a 1/2 cup. So I'm adding it to a small saucepan, and I'm going to cook it down. I'm going to cook it over medium heat, and I'm going to let this go until it's thick and syrupy. So I'm going to cook off a lot of the water from this and really just concentrate that peach flavor. I'm going to cook it until it registers 218 to 220 degrees, anywhere between 5 and 8 minutes. All right, so we're looking between 218 and 220. All right, 218. Now I'm just going to pour this right in here. This could be the base of the ice cream.
Ooh. So not just vanilla.
Not just vanilla. No, we're not doing a sweet cream ice cream with peach. We're not doing a vanilla ice cream with peach. We're doing a peach ice cream.
Peach in every bite.
Peach in every bite. Speaking of peach in every bite, I have these peaches that macerated earlier and we strained off. I'm going to take these and I'm going to blend these into a nice puree that is going to go into the peach ice cream as well. Because we took off a lot of that liquid, they're not going to make too icy of an ice cream. Like we've controlled for a lot of that. So I'm just going to blend this for about a minute until it's nice and smooth.
Okay.
Okay. Like the best looking peach smoothie.
I would be very happy with that.
All right, so I'm gonna set aside a 1/2 cup of this for later, and the rest of this is going right in with that peach concentrate. I really want a fresh peach flavor with this ice cream, and that fresh peach is gonna carry that flavor. Like you want it to taste like you're biting into a peach. So you did say you made ice cream before. When
yes.
You're picturing like a little girl Bridget making peach ice cream.
Yes, it was disastrous.
Well, I'm sure it's very adorable. But this doesn't look exactly like your typical ice cream base. I mean, typically there's eggs in there.
Yeah, the custard base.
Yeah. When I made an egg-based custard, it actually pulled away from the peach flavor. Like it tasted more custardy, which is good, but not for peach ice cream.
Right, okay.
So here I have 1.5 cups of 1/2. Again, not as rich as heavy cream because I don't want that fat to compete with the peach flavor. And then I'm pulling in some fat with 3/4 cup of sour cream. Now, sour cream has a nice tang, so it's kind of doing the same work that something like lemon juice would do in a peach pie. It's gonna enhance the peach rather than pull away from it. I have 2/3 cup of sugar and 1/3 cup of corn syrup. The corn syrup's just gonna keep the ice cream really soft and scoopable. And then 2 tablespoons of vodka. The vodka is actually optional. What it does is it prevents more ice crystals. Like if you think about putting vodka in your freezer, it never freezes.
True.
Same concept with ice cream. All I'm gonna do is give this a nice whisk, get everything really incorporated. So I'm just gonna cover this, pop this in the fridge until it hits about 40 degrees. It'll take about 4 hours.
Okay.
We have our peach base. We're gonna pack in even more peach flavor with a swirl. I set aside some of this peach puree earlier.
Right.
And it's gonna become a ripple throughout the ice cream.
Oh, come on.
So I'm gonna take this 1/2 cup and we set aside and I'm gonna cook it down. There's some technique to getting the right ripple. So you want something that actually eats like a caramelly texture once it's frozen.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a little hard to achieve that just because it's frozen. So we are using some of the same ideas that you would for making a caramel. So I'm adding in 1/2 cup sugar.
Okay.
And 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. That's more for flavor. But I'm gonna cook this down. I'm aiming for 218 to 220 degrees. So that's my magic number to get that nice texture for the peach ripple.
All right.
I'm cooking over medium heat. I'm gonna bring it to a boil. And it'll take anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes to get to that right temperature and texture. And while it's been cooking, I've been stirring and scraping the bottom. This can get really sticky and you don't want any burnt peach bits on the bottom.
Definitely not.
All right, let's see where we're at. All right, 218. I'm gonna pour it out of here. I'm gonna let this cool off a little bit at room temp, and then I'm gonna pop it in the fridge until we're ready to churn. Okay, Bridget, it's time to churn. So I froze these both overnight, both the base and the paddle.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah, I want it nice and cold. I have the base, it's nice and cool, it's 40 degrees. Let's get this churning. All right, let's get it in here.
Oh, it's a good color for peach ice cream.
I need my mint ice cream to be green.
Yes.
I need my peach ice cream to be peach.
To be pesh.
To be pesh. Paddle in, top on. So I'm gonna let this go for 25 to 30 minutes. I'm looking for it to be about the consistency of soft serve ice cream.
Okay.
Love what you're watching? Take your cooking to the next level with our Essential membership. Get instant access to thousands of recipes, tips, techniques, product reviews, and step-by-step videos. Our Members app allows you to search by ingredient, set dietary preferences, and save your favorite recipes. For those looking to level up, our newest feature, ATK Classes, offers more in-depth instruction led by ATK experts so you can gain greater confidence in the kitchen. Start your free trial by visiting the App Store or going to americastestkitchen.com/YouTube today.
All right, it's been 25 minutes. It's changed.
That looks like soft serve to me.
It does. So there's a little technique behind ripple in an ice cream. So here I'm gonna take about 1/3 of this base and stick it in the loaf pan. I'm gonna spread this into a nice even layer. It does not have to be perfect because it's all gonna be swirled in the end.
Right.
It's about 1/3.
Okay.
Again, just eyeballing it. And then I've got my ripple. It's actually gotten a little bit thicker since we were cooking it, but now it's like, what, a little thicker than honey or something? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna take about 1/3 of this, and then I'm gonna do just a little drizzle. Again, this does not have to be perfect, but you don't wanna just like glob it all totally down in one spot because we're gonna eventually swirl it in here. Let's cover up our first ripple.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm using a loaf pan here. A loaf pan is really great for freezing ice cream because it has so much surface area. Like if you use one of those quart containers, they look pretty, but they're a little taller.
Tall, and then hardly any on the top.
Exactly, hardly any on the top. The goal here is to freeze it really quickly. When you freeze it quickly, you avoid more ice crystals. You get a nice even layer here. And the last bit of the peach ripple. And again, just trying to get a relatively even drizzle over top. I have a skewer. And I'm just going in and I'm actually doing these sort of rough zigzags and swirls.
Almost like you're folding.
Exactly, but with a skewer. And I'm trying to go all the way to the bottom of the pan. Make this like beautiful, almost tie-dye of peach ripple.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm like, I think I'm not gonna over swirl because you don't want the ripple to actually like start mixing into the ice cream. Now I'm gonna cover this with plastic. I'm gonna freeze it until it's nice and firm, which will take at least 2 hours.
Okay.
All right, so it's been 2 hours. Ice cream's nice and cold. It's frozen.
It's now ice cream.
It is now officially ice cream. All right. How many scoops can I count you for?
They call me Jimmy Two Scoops.
Jimmy 2 scoops. I like that.
Oh, yeah. You're getting that ripple on every scoop.
I know.
All the way down.
I know. It's like little gifts of peach ripple throughout your ice cream. And the moment of truth. Are we peachy enough?
Well, I know you're already peachy enough.
Aww. I'm like getting a bite with some ripple and some ice cream.
That's big peach.
It's like as big as those peaches down in Georgia.
Oh my goodness. Bam. That swirl is just super concentrated peach flavor,
I know.
but fresh.
For full episodes of your favorite cooking shows, head over to ATK's Full Episodes channel on YouTube. You can stream complete seasons of America's Test Kitchen, Cook's Country, and more. See you there.